All right, let's talk about something from Mel Robbins that's been making huge waves. It's called the let them theory. Seriously, it's just 2 words, but it's designed to help you take back your energy and honestly your power. So let's just jump right in.
Have you ever just felt completely exhausted? From trying to control things you just can't? It's that constant stress of trying to manage what other people do or say, or even think about you. With friends, family, at work, it feels like we're constantly trying to steer their ship, right? And it is so draining.
But here's the thing, the real kicker, the frustration, it isn't actually about them. Nope. It's about the energy we are wasting. Think about it. We bend over backward, trying to please everybody, trying to fix every little thing, and it's just this unwinnable fight. We're fighting against stuff we literally have no control over.
And this really gets down to a basic truth about people, right? The idea that you can actually control another person, well, it's a total illusion. The only person you're really in control of is you. That's where the real power is, in your own thoughts, your feelings, and what you choose to do.
So where did this whole powerful idea even come from? Well, you're not going to believe this. It started at a high school prom. Seriously. Mel Robbins is there with her son, Oakley, and like 20 of his friends. It's pouring rain. They have 0 dinner reservations. You can just imagine the stress level is through the roof.
So Mel is scrambling, right? Trying to find a restaurant for all these kids. And her daughter Kendall just pulls her aside and says something that basically planted the seed for this entire theory.
But Mel, she's in full mom mode. She keeps pushing back, worried about ruined sneakers and wet tuxedos. And Kendall's response? It was the same simple, direct phrase every single time. And then Kendall drops the line that just changed everything. In that one moment, it all clicked for Mel. All that tension she was feeling, just gone. She realized, wait a minute, why am I making their prom night about my stress? Why not just let them? So that crazy prom night epiphany, that became the foundation for this whole theory. Let them is that first crucial step toward freedom. It's literally about taking your hands off the steering wheel of everyone else's life.
Okay, so here's what's so important to get. This theory is a tool. It's a simple little phrase you just say to yourself to stop obsessing over all the stuff you can't control anyway. And what happens? It frees up your time, it gives you peace of mind, and it lets you focus on what really truly matters, which is you.
Okay, now, you got to listen to this part because it is so important. Let them is powerful, for sure, but it's only half the story. If you stop there, you can actually end up feeling kind of lonely and disconnected. To really unlock the power here, you absolutely need the second part.
And that brings us to the other half of the equation. This is the part that takes you from just passively accepting things to actively empowering yourself. This is the power move. This is what puts you back in the driver's seat of your own life.
So here's how it all works together. Step 1, let them. That's all about accepting what you can't control. And then step 2, let me. That's about you deciding how you're going to respond. It's that huge pivot from obsessing over what are they doing to asking, okay, what am I going to do?
And believe me, the difference is night and day. If you just say, let them, it can kind of turn into a way to blame people, to feel morally superior. But when you add let me to it, the whole thing transforms. It becomes a tool for your own growth, for taking charge of your own happiness.
This right here, this is the heart of the whole theory. It's all about finding that balance. On one side, you're accepting what you can't control in other people. On the other, you're taking total responsibility for yourself. That spot right in the middle, that's where your real power is.
Okay, so the theory sounds great, right? But how does this actually play out in real life? Let's get practical and walk through some everyday examples. All right, picture this. Daily stress at work. Your coworker's in a terrible mood. The old you might let that ruin your whole day. But the new you just think, okay, let them be in a bad mood. And then, here comes the power move. Let me focus on what I need to do. Let me protect my own peace. See? It's not about ignoring them. It's about refusing to let their bad vibes hijack your day.
Okay, adult friendships. They can be tricky, right? And it stings when you see your friends hanging out without you. The old way is to get hurt, to get upset. The new way, you say, let them go out. Then the let me part kicks in. Let me take responsibility for my own social life. Let me call up someone else or plan something awesome for myself. You stop waiting and start creating.
And oh man, This is a huge one for so many of us. What other people think. That fear of being judged. But what if you just let them? Let them think whatever they're going to think. Let them have their opinions. Because you know what? Their opinions don't pay your bills or live your life. The real power move is saying, let me go after my dreams anyway. Let me be unapologetically, boldly myself.
This is what it's all about. It's about entering your let me era. You're shifting from just reacting to what everyone else does to being the main character, the actor in your own life story. You're taking all that energy you used to waste and pouring it back into yourself, your goals, and your own happiness.
And really, that's the bottom line here. This isn't some quick fix to feel better for 5 minutes. It's a real strategy to completely change how you deal with other people so you can finally change your relationship with yourself. That's the real prize.
So as we wrap this up, the big question isn't about them anymore, is it? It's all about you. Now that you know the theory, what will you let me do? What's that one thing you're going to give yourself permission to do now that you're not waiting for anyone else's?